What's up, guys? Silver here with another Halo Reach achievement guide. This time we are doing the final part of our 9-part series to complete this game, Solo Legendary. So start this up. This is the Pillar of Autumn. We're going to start by following this path, and we're going to jump down, and we're going to sneak up behind this elite. Sometimes he turns around, sometimes he doesn't. If he does turn around, he usually is startled, so you can just circle behind him, like so, and assassinate him as he gets all angry and throws his hands up in the air. And then you just take his concussion rifle. So we now have a pistol and concussion rifle. And we're just going to run along the right side here. And we're going to run into this little house here, this little building. We're going to grab a DMR from this crate. There's a health pack right here as well if you need it. And we're going to run out the other side. So there's a couple mongoose there, but we are going to... Those are probably pretty safe to take, actually. But there's an even safer one if you really want to play it safe. Up ahead here. It's turned over. We'll have to flip it over and progress via mongoose. There it is. Or you could really just run if you wanted to, but... We'll speed things up with the mongoose here. So we're just going to speed along this road for a little bit. And there's some banshees that might take some pot shots at you, but that is okay. Sometimes they even banshee bomb you. They usually just leave you alone, though. And we're going to actually hop out when we get up here. There is a way to speed run through here. You just, like, bolt through the middle, basically. But we're going to hop out. This is a much safer way and a much easier way. Instead of going towards the right, which a lot of people like to speedrun by driving the mongoose towards the right side of this section and going through the middle, we're actually going to wrap around to the left, and we're going to take out some grunts from far away. These guys are pretty important to take out because we have to kind of get close to where their drop pod is. So just take those guys out. You have all the time in the world. These two scarabs that get dropped in are actually very scary, but if you take a look at what they're supposed to do, their AI is telling them to just leave. So they're actually climbing up and following Carter's downed Pelican all the way over to who cares? It doesn't matter. They're going away from us. So we just have to take out these grunts as we get close to them. And we're just wrapping around. Scarabs are still leaving. We're outside of their range where they're going to be shooting at us, so pretty easy section here. And we're just going to keep wrapping around. There's a cliff to the left, so don't fall off that. Do not walk off. Stick to the ground. Stick to the high ground, Anakin. It'll serve you better than hanging out down below in the little lava pit. The lava river. Alright, we're done here. We're going to grab a mongoose. There's another one up here. Also overturned. We're going to turn it over, hop in, and continue on. And actually up here, there's going to be a phantom that spawns and is going to start shooting at us. So we're going to have to hit the brakes here for a split second. Maybe a little more than a split second, but then we're going to be able to move forward. If you just kept going, the Phantom would actually be able to kill you while you're driving alongside the road here. You can see it's up ahead of us now. And we're just going to keep driving. There is a gap in the road. We're going to jump with our mongoose. And here we go. We're over. And up ahead here, there's more health. There's more DMR if you need it. So we'll go grab that. Health right there on the ground if you need it. And DMR. Now we're going to go to the left over here. We're going to skip this whole section. Pretty easily, actually. And we're going to hop onto this fence over here. And just follow the length of it. And get up on top of these rocks here. So just keep hopping. And then sprint up here. And you could walk along this whole thing. And then we're just going to jump onto this roof. Jump onto this roof. And then we're going to jump on top of this rock. And be aware that there's skirmishers and grunts here. The grunts like to suicide grunt and just explode where they're standing, which usually takes out the skirmishers. Sometimes they actually like to run and chase you, and the skirmishers don't die. So just be prepared to take out 3 skirmishers with your DMR when you go over that rock there. And also the suicide grunts, obviously, if they do actually pursue you. So now we have a needler rifle. We exchanged our DMR for a needler rifle. There's 3, so pick up all the ammo you can. And we have a concussion rifle here as well. So skip the cutscene. Turn to the right, and you can see there's 4 like pock marks in the rock, and the smallest one right there is the one we want. So we're going to hop up on that. We're going to whip out the concussion rifle, and we're actually going to get on top of this little ledge here that I'm looking at right now. You can see it up there. And to do that, we're going to walk and jump and concussion rifle our way up there. So we're going to land on this little rock or pock mark and do a little bit of that. We missed that one, but that's okay. And we're going to do it again. We made it this time. And you can see up there, there's a little kind of diagonal. We're going to run up there and jump off of it. And that allows us to get up here. And we're immediately going to go down here. And we're just going to pursue going forward, that's what we're going to pursue. And it actually despawns all the enemies in here, which is why we did that. So if you can't pull that off, it is a little tricky at first. It might take you some time. If you don't feel like doing it, there are a bunch of buggers in here and skirmishers, so it's not too insane of a fight. It is a little annoying, though. Also, if you make that first jump with the concussion rifle and then you fail to jump off that little diagonal I was talking about to get up even higher, it will spawn them in as well. So you kind of have one chance to do it. And if you don't do it, you can revert to your last checkpoint real quick to try again. But there's more health right there if you need it. There's a bunch of DMR and health in this area if you do end up fighting these skirmishers and buggers. But one headshot to each of those enemies takes them out, so they're not too terrible. The drones are a little annoying because they fly around all over the place. Here we want to do a grenade jump, though, so make sure you have a frag grenade so you can throw it against the wall, jump up as it explodes, and totally skip this whole section. Sometimes there is an elite right there where I just zoomed in, kind of blocking your path, but he will disappear. He's a Bob. He's an Easter egg. More health right here. Exchange your concussion for a Spartan laser sitting on the ground there, and we're going to take out these turrets real quick. Not 100% necessary, but it makes it easier. There are ghosts in the area as well, so we can take those guys out if we want. Make it even safer. Again, not 100% necessary, though. We're going to take out this turret, and there is one more turret to the left. So 3 turrets and a couple ghosts, and I missed that ghost entirely. Grab your concussion rifle again. We're going to use it one more time. It's not a 100% necessary use of the concussion rifle, but it will make things a little easier possibly for you. So there's another Spartan laser sitting up against the wall here. We're going to take out that third and final turret. See if we can see the ghost real quick. Possibly take him out. We can't. We'll just leave. Again, not necessary to take out the ghost or anything. We have a needler rifle and our concussion rifle still. We're just going to follow this path up to the top. This is Boneyard, the multiplayer map. You know it. Big team battle map. So we're just going to step to the right, throw a grenade here, so it distracts the enemies a little bit. Then we're just going to sprint. Well, we're not sprinting yet. Go to this doorway. Then we're going to sprint once we get in here. Down onto these stairs, into the hallway, and we totally skipped that section as well. That's a very reliable route. Now we're going to head towards the next section. And this is where we're going to use the concussion rifle to help with our jump, possibly. You don't need it, but it is another way to do this little section up here, so I'll show you both ways. So we're going to sprint over here. There are a couple grunts blocking our path, so we're just going to take them out real quick. We're going to hop up on top of this, whatever this is, jump to this little catwalk, jump up on these pipes, and we're going to jump on this higher pipe and jump and concussion rifle up to the top here. So that's a way to do it with a concussion rifle if you need to. The other way is to just simply jump up. It is a little bit of a difficult jump because it's like right at the top of your jump height. So it might be a little difficult, but we totally skip this section as well. You want to go over here, and then as soon as those elites pass, you want to sprint behind them. And sometimes there's a phantom here, depending on how fast you get through that section. Sometimes there's not. There was this time, so we're just going to hide behind this little whatever this is. And then we're going to continue once the phantom leaves. So we're going to go over here. There's no hunters or any big battle here. We despawned them, thank God. And there are going to be some windows over here. So we're going to jump on the railing, jump to these windows. Don't hit the doorway yet, because that will trigger these people to spawn in. So we're going to go grab a DMR, exchange your concussion rifle. We don't really need it anymore. We're going to go touch the doorway so it spawns everybody in. Now that we have our DMR, there's going to be 3 needler rifle wielding jackals up top here. So we're going to take them out just with headshots. So take your time. And then there's actual jackals like the other ones weren't. The jackal's like a standard jackal with the shield over here. So we're just going to take our time. You want to jump up on top of this because sometimes there always is a sword-wielding elite, and a lot of the times he likes to hide over there and just stand there and wait for you to come towards him. But sometimes, and he actually does this on this playthrough, he just actually pursues you. He walks forward and tries to charge your position. So by being up here, he cannot slice you with his sword. So I can see he's over here, so I'm kind of just hopping from thing to thing, whatever these things are. I don't know what they are. Or we're playing the floor as lava a little bit because the elite is down there with the sword. So normally I just go over here, grab a plasma pistol from these jackals, and then I could easily take out this elite real quick because he spawns behind that pillar to the right where he just went. He's kind of behind that pillar right now, so I'm trying to just lure him out of there. And there he is. He's not doing what he normally does. I'm trying to get him to come around the corner. Emil's just going to go take him out. There. Boom. Easy. But most of the time, he spawns right here. He just stands here until you like come to about this area, and then he'll round the corner, and you could just shoot a bunch of plasma pistols and pop him in the head like so. But he did not do that this time. So grab your needler rifle again. We want to save the needler rifle to the end of the mission, so that's why we're kind of carrying it around with us and not using it as much as you would think, which is more than nothing. So we're just going to juggle the plasma pistol needler rifle up here. There are going to be 2 or 3 grunts up here with a elite and elite. So we took out the grunts real quick. We're going to noob combo this elite, which if you don't know what noob combo is, it's overcharged plasma pistoling a shielded enemy and then switching to a headshot weapon to finish him off with the headshot once his shield is collapsed. So now we have our needler. We have DMR. There's more DMR ammo down here. There's more health right there if you need it. So I'm going to grab that. See if we can grab some more DMR. We can. We're not totally full, but we're better off than we were. And there are those 3 needler-wielding jackals upstairs that we took out in the beginning of this section. So we'll go grab their ammo as well. So we're just heading up, doing a little maintenance on our health, our ammo. And those guys are up here in this section. We're just going to grab that. And you should have full needler rifle ammo at this point, which is 84 in reserve. 84 bullets. So we're just going to go up this section. This section always reminds me of Left 4 Dead. That little stairway. Because there was a stairway in Left 4 Dead. Imagine that. Stairways in video games. So there's 2 grunts here and a jackal. Nothing crazy. We're just going to take those guys out. Obviously headshot the grunts and then the jackal. Shoot them in the little notch on the side of their shield, and then that will get them to expose their face. Shoot them in that. We don't want to see that jackal face. We're going to move forward. This is going to be a big final section here. Well, almost final section. It's the last big battle. This is the map. Holdout for firefight. So we're going to go over here. There's going to be a secret crate of DMR ammo. Just go up to this wall and hit it. Just melee it, and you can see this thing pops out. There's a ton of DMR here. So we'll use that. We'll come back to that occasionally throughout this battle. And we're going to go up on top here. So there's a bunch of grunts and jackals to start. So start taking those guys out. There are phantoms dropping off even more troops. So watch out for those guys as well. They're going to come help these guys out in a second. And we're basically going to hang out up here. We're also, there's a stairway behind me that I came to, or came down from. So we're going to go up there in a little bit. So the needler you want to save for, the needler rifle you want to save for the, not the grunts, the brutes. Because the brutes have no shielding, so it actually only takes 3 shots, and there will be a super combined explosion, and just take out the brutes real quick. So you want to DMR the jackals and grunts, and needler rifle the brutes. So that's what we're going to do here. And again, we have plenty of DMR ammo. And we also want to grab a plasma pistol from one of these grunts or jackals and just juggle it up to the top here. To the top of these stairs where we came from. Because we're going to use that plasma pistol a little later. There are going to be 3 brutes that have overshields or shields. So we're going to have to collapse those. We'll do a noob combo type thing where we take off their shield with the plasma pistol, and then we will finish them with the needler rifle with 3 rounds from that. There are actually 3 brute chieftains. One wields a turret, one wields a... No, wait, that's a lie. One wields a fuel rod, one wields a hammer, and one wields a plasma launcher. So we'll deal with all 3 of those guys as they come over here. But we're just going to hang out here. Sometimes the brutes like to dodge your needler rifle because they know it's going to explode if you get shot 3 times. So they try to avoid that by dodging, or they'll go into armor lock. That's kind of annoying, but it's... just something to be aware of. Obviously, you can just shoot them again after they're done dodging or done armor locking. We're just going to move over here. These guys appear to not be moving forward, and they're armor locking. Come on, buddy. We all know how this ends. And I think there's a couple more brutes over here. Maybe not? All right. Anyway, the music changed, which means more people are incoming, so we'll just jump over that crate, grab some more ammo for our DMR, and wait for these guys to deploy their troops. And we got our own Pelican dropship deploying troops for us as well, so that's good news. We'll just take out these jackals from afar as we can. there are going to be 2 of the brute chieftains that we were talking about. You can see the hammer guy and the fuel rod guy are coming up the right side right now. So I'm going to go back up, grab a plasma pistol, and we're going to try to noob these guys real quick. The hammer guy is obviously easy because he can't kill you from far away or anything. So the hammer guy is done. We just noobed him. We got a brute captain here. Took him out. Then there's you can see the fuel rod guy shooting shots at us already. So we're going to noob him. 3 shots, and he's dead. So those are 2 of the 3 shielded brutes. That is good news. I'm going to go grab my DMR. So I have a DMR and Needler at this point. The plasma launcher shielded brute comes in the next wave. He actually gets dropped off on the top of the structure to my left right now. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. But again, you'll probably know. You'll hear the phantoms coming in. The music will change. More dialogue, all that good stuff. Signals that more people are incoming. So we're just hanging out on the stairs. Taking out these jackals as they expose their faces. Okay. More on the way, says Emil, so that signals the next wave. It wasn't really a music change at that time, but we could hear the phantoms coming in. And they're being dropped off on the far side and also right here in the middle on top of this structure. So from here, we could just noob that plasma launcher guy, and now he's dead. So no more chieftains is the good news. And we are going to grab our DMR again. We're totally done with our noob combo for now. We'll do a little more noob comboing once the... did I say boob comboing? That's not what I meant. Boob combos are great, but the noob combo gets you through Halo. So, I mean, they have their time and place. So we're going to move forward. We're going to kill the jackals. You can see them on our radar. Our radar, not their radar. I have no idea what their radar is telling them. Probably I'm about to die. Alright, and it looks pretty clear over here. Don't worry about that nav point to my left. You can see there's a little nav point. Sometimes there's a... By sometimes I mean always there is a grunt with a fuel rod at this point. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that nav point is there because we kind of skipped some sections and the game is broken because we broke it by skipping some stuff. So there's just a nav point to the left. Just ignore that. That nav point, though, is indicating Keys is coming down to pick up our little package that we're bringing over here, which is Cortana. We're going to go grab some more ammo back here. Why not? Everyone's pretty much dead. I think there are a couple people still alive over here, though, just hiding. So just because the Pelican's coming in does not mean that you're totally done with this section. So beware. And lo and behold, here's a brute. And the Pelican's trying to take him out, but I think his gun is going to get too low and not have an angle. So we're going to have to take him out ourselves, which is fine. I'll just stick him in the head. Why not? Alright, so we have a plasma pistol and a DMR at this point. Gonna go grab I was hoping he would have a plasma grenade down on the ground there. Because I used one on him. But he gave me one back, so that's nice. So from here, we're going to skip the cutscene. We're going to go start shooting these grunts from afar. Usually 3 up there with an elite. Then we're going to go up here. There's a sniper rifle on top of this little tower here. We're going to grab that, and we're going to try to take out as many elites as we can in the doorway. If we don't move forward, they kind of just hang out in the doorway. But sometimes they retreat into the inside, the safety of the inside. So we took out one. See if we could do any more damage. You could also grab a plasma pistol and try to pepper them from afar and then take them out with a headshot from a DMR. You can see some of these enemies have overshield, like the grunt over there, who usually does not have shielding at all. There's an engineer in there, so that's providing some shielding for these guys. So luckily we took out 2 of the elites. There are 4 in there total. And however many grunts are in there, I don't know. They're probably all dead at this point, though. The elites are the important part. There's health in here. You can see right there. There's health in various other parts of this little section. I'm going to grab some more DMR from the secret crate. And I have the old noob combo here. The trusty noob combo. There's another grunt alive. I lied. Alright, so we have 2 elites alive in here still. So we're going to try to just noob combo them. I somehow missed that. Or maybe I did hit it, but he had extra shielding from the engineer. I forget. But we'll move forward. Oh yeah, now he has extra shielding. That jerk. And we'll take him out anyway, I think. Maybe. Yeah, we'll do it. So we'll grab another fresher plasma pistol. We'll try to take out this engineer first so we don't have to worry about the extra shielding. There he goes. And he's done. So there's just one remaining elite. We'll try to noob combo him. You could try to pepper him from afar like this. Sometimes it works. It usually does, actually. Like, they'll dodge once. And then usually they'll just stand still for a little bit if you're far enough away. So his shield is popped, but he's hiding behind that thing now. He just deployed his sword. I don't know what he thinks he's going to do from that distance with the sword. But we're just going to headshot him. And he has no opportunity to learn from his mistakes. We're just going to go up here to the mini-Mac gun. And we're going to hop in. And we're going to take some people out to start, but then we're just going to bail. Because you actually don't need to be in this at all or take out any ships. So we're just going to take out some ships as we can. You kind of got to memorize where the ships are coming from if you want to just stay in this thing the whole time on Legendary. But we'll take out 3 or 4. Maybe 5. Maybe 6, 7, 8. Who knows? But you could just totally ignore this part. You could just hop in the gun here and then just bail. But I just felt like taking out a handful of them. So there's less at the end. So I'm just going to hang out here. It takes like 45 seconds. I sped this part up a little bit. But you just wait here for like 45 seconds-ish. And then there will be a crescendo of like violins. And it'll be very dramatic music. And then Keys will be like, take the shot, Noble 6 or whatever. So that's happening now. I sped it up. Now we're here. So just hop in and aim at that undercarriage of the ship, the big glowing red thing, and you'll take out that ship. And that is all she wrote. That is the end of Halo Reach Legendary. You have to do Lone Wolf, I guess, which is a mission where you just spawn in and die, and that is the end of Halo Reach, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to keep watching, you could click on one of the related guides on the left side of your screen, and also be sure to subscribe by clicking on the scorpion icon and hitting that bell for notifications. You could also check out other social media links of mine down below in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.